Let's talk about WA Production's Loop Engine 3. I find this plugin quite interesting to explore because it is so different from the way I would usually make music, but still offers up a workflow that seems effective in its own right. It seems to me that you can basically focus all your energy on sound selection and making sure your sounds fit together in an interesting way, and then you have a collab partner, Loop Engine 3, that basically gives you all the ideas for chords, melodies, and arrangement. So if you are very much into sound design and mixing, but maybe would enjoy some help or inspiration in regards to chords and melodies, you might really want to check out this plugin. If you need help to set this up in your DAW, there are some great walkthroughs on the WA Productions website. I already set this up here in Studio One with 8 MIDI outputs, and I'm routing those into 8 different instruments. I chose a preset with 8 voices. I'm routing voice number 1 into this instance of Babylon 2. Voice number 2, another instance of Babylon 2. Number 3 into Dream Synth. Number 4 into M Sound Factory. Number 5 into another instance of M Sound Factory. Number 6 into M Sound Factory's FM Bells. Number 7 into Martinic's Pianet T. And number 8 into Triple Cheese. This obviously doesn't sound amazing yet, but it gives us a starting point. And the first thing I would definitely want to change is in voice number 4, I think. I think this should be an octave higher, and this is very easy to do. You click on voice number 4 and transpose up an octave. Let's hear it now. Sounds better to me, but maybe it's a bit loud, and as I'm saying, we can already focus on sound design, sound selection and mixing, and everything in regards to chords and melody is kind of taken care of for us. So let's make that voice number 4 a bit quieter. It's something, maybe we need some drums with it. Now we have some melody material and we can start playing around with the chords. This 8-voice poly whirlpool has quite an elaborate 8-bar chord progression. Maybe let's simplify that down a bit to a 4-bar loop. We can change the key. Or see if we are in the loop view and we click on one of these buttons, we are automatically taken to the chord view, and now I can edit which chord this is supposed to be. Currently it's E minor, but if I click around here, I can select a different chord that might also fit well into this chord progression. Let's maybe go with a B. Right, now I have a new chord progression. I just came up with some trial and error. It's a bit basic, maybe a bit too happy. So let's explore this button right here, Create. We have a red dot right here indicating that it's locked for this feature Create, which randomizes what this chord is supposed to be. So let's open this up, all chords unlocked, and Create. Now we have 4 new chords generated. Nah, that's too cheesy. Let's maybe go for a minor progression. We switch to minor and Create. Another one. It's pretty cool. Let's just hear some of these voices separately. Let's check this voice out. How does it sound an octave lower? Also in this voice view, we can just add notes. Since this plugin is kind of powerful and has actually many different features in which way you can shape the melody and chords, it does take a bit of time to learn it, but also as you can see, it is very intuitive. I can adjust the partitions, meaning how many different notes I can add per bar, and then if I just drag through here, it automatically connects and makes a longer note. I can even extend the note length over a bar and right-click deletes the note again. And there are some voice presets. Let's see. What if I want to add a bass? Basic bass. Okay, that's a pretty sick workflow. Now we can build our melody loop from the ground up. Let's do something like that. And these 4 rings you see right here, these are the different notes of a chord. The lowest one is usually the root, but I can also change it for the 3rd, 5th, octave. And I would expect that these are also dependent on the chord. Maybe if we change this first chord right here, we can add a 6th, a 7th, or a 9th. Okay, let's go to our second voice. Sounds like this at the moment. And let's make this a key. Syncopated chords. Let's actually change this back to a regular E. I don't love it. Let's hear it with the bass together. Different chords. Let's keep stacking. Go to voice number 3. It's not bad. Mallet, dotted quarter. Yeah. Let's actually add a mallet preset right here. Let's hear together with the rest. Still not 100% sure about the chord progression, but I can just keep building. Let's go to voice number 4. Basically, I want something very simple, honestly. Just something that holds this. We could just do this by putting the partition to 1. I'm going to leave it at this amount of voices for now. Check out a different chord progression again. I think this chord progression maybe still isn't the final form of what this song could potentially become. But as I said in the beginning, the cool thing about working with Loop Engine is that now I could just put this aside for a second, work on my sounds, even start mixing a bit until I really create a vibe, and I can always go back in the future when the track is pretty much done and switch up a chord with 1 or 2 clicks. Let's select some different sounds, maybe add some effects. Maybe an arpeggio. This should be a pad. Alright, as I hinted at, this is only really a surface level look at what Loop Engine 3 has to offer. You can get a lot more granular with what exactly each voice is playing. There are many more presets for the whole plugin, for the chords, for the different voices. And I have to say, I found it really interesting to work with this plugin. It is completely different to any other workflow that I am used to. If you liked what you saw, consider checking out the free trial of this plugin. Thank you very much, WA Productions, for having me. I have been Sylvan from the channel Send2 Sound Factory. See you again soon.